Imagine a story so grand, so ambitious, that it spans thousands of years, shaping the rise and fall of entire civilizations. A story about the future of humanity, the power of knowledge, and the battle against fate itself. This is the Foundation trilogy, written by the legendary Isaac Asimov, a man whose mind shaped modern science fiction as we know it. Born in 1920, Asimov was a biochemist by training, but it was his writing that changed the world. He wasn't just a sci-fi writer, he was a visionary. He gave us the 3 laws of robotics, he expanded on the mystery genre in sci-fi, and most importantly, he created the Foundation series, one of the most influential works in the history of science fiction. Now, let's dive into the story. What is Foundation all about? Well, it begins not with heroes or wars, but with a mathematician and a bold plan to save the future. The story is set far in the future, in a galaxy ruled by the mighty Galactic Empire. For 12,000 years it has been the center of civilization, governing millions of worlds. But beneath its surface, the Empire is rotting, corrupt, bloated, and on the verge of collapse. Enter Hari Seldon, a genius mathematician who has developed psychohistory, a revolutionary science that can predict the future of large populations. And the future? It's grim. Seldon's calculations show that within 300 years the Empire will fall, leading to 30,000 years of darkness, war, and suffering. But Seldon has a plan. He can't stop the fall of the Empire, but he can shorten the Dark Age, from 30,000 years down to just 1,000. His idea? The Foundation. Seldon convinces the Imperial government to let him create a colony on a remote planet called Terminus at the edge of the galaxy. The official reason? To compile all human knowledge into the Encyclopedia Galactica, a grand project to preserve civilization's achievements. But in reality, the Encyclopedia Galactica is just a cover. Seldon's real plan is much deeper. He knows that a small, strategically guided civilization can eventually become the foundation for a new galactic empire. As the empire weakens, neighboring warlords, former imperial governors, start eyeing Terminus. The Foundation is weak with no military power. But then, something incredible happens. The Seldon Vault, a chamber left behind by Hari Seldon, opens. His pre-recorded hologram appears and delivers a message. By now, you've realized that the encyclopedia was never the true purpose of the Foundation. Your survival depends not on military strength, but on superior knowledge. Use it, and that's exactly what they do. The Foundation uses its scientific advancements to become indispensable to its neighbors. They provide nuclear power, medicine, and technology, but with a catch. They create a scientific religion where only Foundation priests can operate this technology. The warlords, believing it to be divine, submit to the Foundation's influence. Through brains instead of brute force, the Foundation conquers without fighting. Seldon's plan is working. Now, let's fast forward a few decades. The Foundation isn't just surviving, it's thriving. It has expanded across multiple star systems, controlling vast regions of space through its economic and technological dominance. But there's a problem. The Galactic Empire still exists, and even though it's crumbling, it's not gone yet. A powerful Imperial General, Bel Rios, decides that the Foundation has become too powerful. He launches a full-scale invasion. This should be the end of the Foundation. After all, how can a tiny colony fight an empire? But there's one thing Bel Rios doesn't know. He's fighting history itself. Psychohistory predicted that the Empire, in its dying years, would be too corrupt to sustain a war effort. And just like that, Rios's war ends not in battle, but in betrayal. Imperial politics intervene and Rios is recalled to the capital and executed. The Empire collapses a little more, and the Foundation gains even more power. But then, something unexpected happens. Psychohistory is designed to predict large-scale social movements. But what about individuals? What if just one person was powerful enough to disrupt history? Meet the Mule. The Mule is a mutant with an ability no one saw coming. He can control emotions. With just his mind, he can turn enemies into allies, and his charisma is unstoppable. He builds a vast army and in record time conquers the Foundation. This wasn't supposed to happen. Seldon's plan never accounted for a single, unpredictable variable. The Foundation is doomed. But Selden had a backup plan. Before his death, he created a second foundation, a hidden organization made up of the galaxy's best minds, trained in mental sciences. Their mission? To secretly guide the course of history. The mule, knowing they exist, starts hunting for them. He fears them, because while he can control emotions, the second foundation can control thoughts. The mule's search is relentless, but he never finds them. Instead, they find him. Using their advanced mental abilities, they reverse his influence, weakening him and restoring balance to Selden's plan. The mule, once the most powerful being in the galaxy, dies in obscurity. With the threat neutralized, the second foundation erases all knowledge of its existence and goes back into hiding, waiting for the next moment when history needs a push. The Foundation trilogy is more than just a sci-fi series. It's a blueprint for thinking about the future. It asks, can history be predicted? Is knowledge more powerful than war? Can individuals change the course of destiny? This series influenced countless sci-fi stories, from Star Wars to Dune to The Expanse. It's often called the greatest science fiction series of all time. And today, it's still alive. Apple TV Plus released a Foundation TV series in 2021, reimagining Asimov's vision for a new generation. So, if you haven't read Foundation yet, what are you waiting for? The future is waiting.
Imagine a story so ambitious that it spans thousands of years, where the fate of an entire galaxy rests on a secret plan crafted by a genius long dead. A story about civilization, knowledge, and the battle for the future. This is Foundation's Edge, Isaac Asimov's long-awaited sequel to the original Foundation trilogy, published in 1982, nearly 30 years after the original books. But this time, Asimov does something different. He expands the story beyond just the Foundation and the Second Foundation, introducing new mysteries, a hidden world, and the search for Earth itself. So, let's dive in and uncover the story of Foundation's Edge, a book that reshaped the Foundation saga forever. Before we jump into Foundation's Edge, let's take a quick look at where things stand in the Foundation universe. The once mighty galactic empire is gone, its rule shattered. The first Foundation, created by Hari Seldon, now controls much of the galaxy, using technology and economic power to dominate. The Second Foundation, a secretive organization of powerful mentalists, those who can influence thoughts, has been working in the shadows to ensure that Seldon's plan stays on track. But here's the catch. The First Foundation thinks it has destroyed the Second Foundation. And the Second Foundation? They're perfectly fine with letting everyone believe that. Both factions believe they are guiding the future, but what if there's a third force in play? Our protagonist is Golan Trevise, a young, outspoken member of the First Foundation's government on Terminus. He's sharp, confident, and deeply skeptical. One day, Trevise makes a dangerous accusation. He suspects that the Second Foundation is still out there, secretly manipulating the galaxy. The government of the First Foundation doesn't like this kind of talk, so what do? They arrest him, but instead of executing or imprisoning him, they send him on a mission. Trevise is given a spaceship, along with Janab Pelarat, a historian obsessed with one of the greatest mysteries in the galaxy, the lost planet of Earth. The government's real hope? That Trevise will uncover the truth and expose the Second Foundation, if they even exist. Trevise exists in a monastery. Earth actually exists. So, Apson expats. Meanwhile, over on Trantor, the home of the hidden Second Foundation, another crisis is unfolding. Stor Gendable, a rising star among the Second Foundation's mentalics, begins to suspect that something is wrong. The Second Foundation has always thought they were the secret rulers of destiny, but Gendable notices that events in the galaxy are moving too smoothly, almost too perfectly. He begins to suspect that someone else, some unknown force, is shaping history. To investigate, Gendable sets off on his own mission, tracking Trevise and his journey. But what neither Trevise nor Gendable knows is that they're about to stumble upon something far bigger than the Foundation, or even Hari Seldon's plan. Trevise and Pelarat's journey takes them to a hidden planet called Gaia, a world unlike any other. Gaia isn't just inhabited, it's alive. Everything on Gaia, humans, animals, even the environment itself is part of a collective superconsciousness. Every living thing on the planet is mentally linked, functioning as a single, harmonious entity. And Gaia has a secret. They have been guiding history, subtly shaping the events of the galaxy in ways that neither the first foundation nor the second foundation ever realized. They are neither rulers nor conquerors. They are caretakers, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. And now, with Trivi standing before them, that moment has arrived. Gaia presents Trevis with a monumental decision. 3 possible futures lie ahead. 1. First Foundation rule, a galaxy ruled by logic, technology, and human ambition. 2. Second Foundation rule, a galaxy secretly controlled by Mentalics, ensuring stability but at the cost of true freedom. 3. Galaxia, a bold new idea proposed by Gaia, a future where the entire galaxy becomes one vast collective consciousness, just like Gaia itself. Trevis, despite all his confidence, realizes something terrifying. He has no special knowledge, no hidden wisdom, no powers, yet he is forced to make a decision that will shape the destiny of trillions of people. After deep contemplation, Trevis makes his choice. He chooses Galaxia. He believes that in the long run, a connected galaxy, a single unified intelligence will prevent war, destruction, and suffering. And so the seeds of a new future are planted. But the question remains, did Trevis make the right choice? Foundation's Edge was a turning point for the series. For decades, the Foundation was a battle between two forces, technology versus psychology, science versus mentalics. But now there's a third option, something beyond Seldon's original plan. Isaac Asimov took a bold step, expanding his universe beyond what anyone expected. He introduced the concept of Galaxia, an idea that predates later sci-fi like Star Trek's Borg or The Expanse's protomolecule, a more philosophical take on the nature of consciousness and free will, a shift from the old Foundation versus Empire story into a bigger cosmic mystery. And the influence of this book? Huge. Foundation's Edge set the stage for Asimov's later works, including Foundation and Earth, which takes Trevis's story even further. So, what does Foundation's Edge teach us? That history isn't just about logic or control. It's about evolution. The future isn't fixed. It's shaped by new ideas, unexpected forces, and sometimes by one person's decision. What do you think? Did Trevis make the right choice? Should the galaxy remain a free collection of planets, or should it evolve into one superconscious entity? Let us know in the comments. And if you love deep sci-fi dives, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more sci-fi explorations. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop reaching for the stars. Foundation's Edge holds significant turning point importance in Asimov's body of work. It is not only a continuation of the Foundation series, but also a crucial step in Asimov's attempt to integrate his multiple science fiction universes. Following this work, Asimov went on to write Foundation and Earth, Prelude to Foundation, and Forward the Foundation, further expanding the worldview of the entire series. Moreover, Foundation's Edge has become a classic in science fiction literature due to its profound philosophical reflections and complex narrative structure, exerting a far-reaching influence on later science fiction writers and works.
What if the key to humanity's future lay hidden in its past? What if the greatest mystery of all wasn't the fate of the first Foundation, or the second Foundation, or even Galaxia, but something much older, something lost? In 1986, Isaac Asimov published Foundation and Earth, the final novel in his legendary Foundation series. This book isn't just a sequel, it's the culmination of everything Asimov built over decades. It's a galactic road trip, a search for the lost origins of humanity, and a book that finally connects Asimov's robot, Empire, and Foundation stories into one grand vision. So, let's dive deep into Foundation and Earth, a book about identity, destiny, and the search for home. Before we jump into Foundation and Earth, let's set the stage. At the end of Foundation's Edge, Golan Trevius, a former politician and skeptic, was forced to make the most important decision in galactic history. He had three choices. Let the first Foundation rule the galaxy through science and technology. Let the second Foundation rule from the shadows, using mentalic abilities to shape history. Choose a new path. Galaxia, a unified, galaxy-wide collective consciousness. Trevize, trusting his instincts, chose Galaxia. But was it the right choice? Now in Foundation and Earth, Trevize is haunted by doubt. He still doesn't know why he chose Galaxia over the other options, and so he embarks on a journey to find the only thing that might hold the answer: Earth, the original home of humanity. Trevize is joined by Janov Pelaret, the historian obsessed with ancient myths, especially the lost origins of Earth. Bliss, a woman from Gaia who embodies the planet's collective consciousness. She is Gaia's way of keeping an eye on Trevize, ensuring he doesn't stray too far from their cause. But there's a big problem. Earth is missing. It's been erased from all official records. No one in the galaxy knows where it is. Every reference to its location has been wiped from history. The only way to find it? Follow a trail of breadcrumbs, tracing back humanity's lost origins through ancient colonies that might still remember something about Earth. Their journey takes them to several key planets, each holding a piece of the puzzle, but also danger. The first clue leads them to Comporelon, an old and bureaucratic world that claims to be one of the first human colonies. Here they meet a politician named Mun Li Compor, who tries to arrest them the moment they arrive. Turns out their ship is considered illegal technology, but Trevize, being Trevize, talks his way out of trouble, and in return he learns something valuable. Comporelon has ancient legends about ships that left long ago for a forbidden world, a planet that might be Earth, but they need more proof, so they continue their journey. Next, they travel to Aurora, once the home of the Spacers, a long-extinct advanced human civilization that ruled before the Galactic Empire. Aurora was one of the first planets colonized by humanity, but now it's just a graveyard, an abandoned world where nature is reclaiming the ruins. They discover records of the Spacers' downfall, a civilization too dependent on robots, too afraid to change. It collapsed, leaving only legends behind, but one clue stands out. There were once robots on this planet, advanced ones, and some of them might still be out there. After a long, dangerous journey, they finally reach Earth, or what's left of it. The planet is dead, its surface is completely uninhabitable, covered in radiation. Whatever civilization once existed here was wiped out ages ago. But then, they make a discovery that changes everything. Deep beneath the surface, in a hidden chamber, they find Daniil Olival, a robot who has been guiding humanity for 20,000 years. Yes, the same Daniil Olival from Asimov's robot novels. Daniil reveals the truth. He has been secretly guiding human civilization for 20,000 years, nudging them toward the future. Trevize, who thought he made the choice of galaxy freely, now realizes something chilling. He was manipulated all along. Did he make the right choice? Or has humanity just been set on an unstoppable path to losing its individuality forever? Foundation and Earth ties together the entire Asimov universe, blending his robot, Empire, and Foundation stories into one grand vision. What do you think? Did Trevize make the right decision? Let us know in the comments. And if you love deep sci-fi dives, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Until next time, stay curious and keep reaching for the stars.